Hey, Ryan, I know there's a lot to get to with the game, but I just wanted to ask this question right now because Tua looked like he just came back onto the field to kind of soak in the moment. He was sitting on the like the 10 of the 15 for a few minutes. Could you just talk about what you think him getting in meant to him to finally see some playing time?
I think he was happy to be out there. And it was nice to get a couple throws into the naked in your own end zone, getting the easiest of plays, and he went in and completed that one, and then completed the third down. So, I think that was a cool moment for him. Just the reception too of the fans that were here, and everybody on the sideline. We're all excited to see him get out there.
Travis?
Hey, Fitz, kind of piggybacking on the same idea about the relationship and people getting excited. Coach Flores just told us that the relationship with you and Tua is kind of emblematic of the entire team. I'm curious about how you perceive the way this locker room kind of gels and bonds together compared to, the previous 16 years of your NFL career.
I would say we're still a work in progress, but we're definitely heading in the right direction. We've, brought in a lot of new guys this offseason, and I think we brought in the right kind of guys, and everybody has really meshed well. Even a couple weeks ago, sitting at 1-3, not really feeling sorry for ourselves, but continuing to work. And now, to get a couple in a row and sitting at 3-3 going into the bye, it was a good feeling for us. And I think we're coming together as a team.
Adam?
How would you assess how you played today? Obviously, you had 3 touchdowns in the first half. You also had the 2 picks. How would you say your day went?
Yeah, it was, first half we kind of got the lead there. We had a good 2-minute drive going at the end, and that's a throw I can't make. We had points on the board, trying to force one to Mike in the end zone. And then the second half was, a little bit frustrating offensively, I think, for all of us, just trying to grind it out and hand it off, and didn't really get the results we wanted in the second half doing some of that stuff. But it was fun to sit back and watch our defense play today.
Omar?
Fitz, I wanted to ask you this question about Myles. You seem to have a pretty close relationship to him. Do you think that Miami's flirtation with Le'Veon Bell or their pursuit of him motivated him, or what do you contribute his career game to today?
Part of it was opportunity. Part of it was what the defense, the way that they were playing us and sort of inviting the run a little bit. But he's a guy that has just continued to work really hard, and just the improvement that he made from last year to this year is awesome. Not just in running the ball, but the way he catches it and his confidence in the huddle. So we're always out there cheering for Myles, and he wants to get better every single day. And I think that's why you've seen such a great jump for him this year.
All right, we'll take one more. Stop it. Stop it.
Hey, Fitzy, you mentioned you guys are, starting to come together here.
No, this the Tua question, Safid. Bring it.
No, I wasn't going to bring the Tua question, man. You got the Tua question already.
That's your boy toy, man.
All right, so help me out my boy here, man.
I know Omar like that.
What's the second half of the season do with you, man? What do you guys do with the second half of the season now? You after your 500, Tua's on the board here. How do you guys kind of move forward here with everything kind of going on?
How do you think he looked in his uniform, Safid? The all white, you like that? Number one, the one was slim. You like that? Usually you can't tell if people are laughing on Zoom, but I can see Omar. I think hopefully we'll carry some of this momentum and continue to play well on both sides of the ball. As I'm sitting here and there's a bunch of defensive guys getting ready to get interviewed, that's a very good sign. But they played their tails off.
Tua, congrats on making the opportunity for you to make your debut. We just saw you out there on the 15-yard line. Could you just walk us through what that moment was like, what you meant to come back out here and take it all in?
Yeah, I think it was a very special moment for me because my parents weren't here. So I couldn't really remember where we ended our drive at. So try to sit close to where we ended our drive at, and I ended up FaceTiming my parents because they couldn't be here. So that's usually how it goes. I usually talk to my parents, after the game, and my parents usually never miss my game. So that's what I did. I went out there and I talked to them. But yeah, that's what that moment was about.
Safin?
Tua Fitz was giving you some slack for the first pass you threw. He said it's probably one of the easiest passes you could throw in the NFL. But what do you think about that? And how did you feel out there? From a health standpoint, and finally having this moment to play again.
Yeah, I feel healthy. I think it was a great play call by Chan to kind of get things going for me. It was an easy completion, and everyone can say that I can roll out and throw it to someone who's 2 yards down the field. But you got to deal with pressure, and there's just a lot going on in such a little play like that. But I think a lot of credit with that easy completion goes to Chan, and then also goes to our O-line. Our O-line played their butts off today.
How?
To a two-part question for you. If there's anything that you could possibly feel comfortable sharing with us over the conversation you had with your parents, had to be a very warm conversation, I would think. And also your feelings before you went in. I saw you dancing with some of the teammates on the sideline. No butterflies at all before you went in?
Well, I think you played this game for a good sum. 22 years of my life, and I'd say you take 5 years off of that. That's how long I've been playing this sport. So it wasn't more so butterflies. It was just excitement to just get out there and see what plays that Chan would give me to run with the offense. But it was really fun. I think, the most important thing that came out of my conversation with my parents was just that they were happy to see me out there and playing again, especially with what happened last year prior to the injury and whatnot. So, yeah.
Cam?
Hey, Tua, I guess I ask you just sort of what was the feel for you as you jogged on? We saw Fitz on the sideline kind of pumping the crowd up. We heard the crowd chant your name. Could you hear all of that? And what was sort of your emotions when, all that was happening?
Yeah, I definitely could hear it. There's nothing else playing in the stadium. So I could hear that. And that was awesome. But to just be out there with my teammates, being my first time and getting the support and love from them, I think that was super awesome. And then, you have a 16-year vet, like Fitz, who has no animosity towards it as well, who's just been supportive the entire time. Good drive, bad drive, he comes to the sideline and, just talks through his process with why he did some things. I mean, I'm very fortunate to have a mentor like him, who is just very encouraging on the field. And then, this guy's like, he's just very personable off the field as well. I could say a lot about him, but, just won't have enough time.
We've got time for one more, Beasley.
Tua, is there a moment when you think back of the last 11 months, almost 12 months now, that really sticks out in your head? Part of the recovery, maybe some words of encouragement you got. Has any of that kind of flooded back for you in the last hour or so?
Not really. I think the biggest thing that really stands out to me is just being able to make my parents proud. So whether that's Tua as a football player, Tua as a person, Tua as a son, I think that's what brings me the most joy, is seeing how happy my parents get, and then seeing how happy my family gets as well with, who I am, and then also what I do.
Hey, Xavien, could you just talk about the importance those last two series of getting the shutout? You guys seem very excited each time that you were able to prevent them from scoring.
Oh yeah, man, that was great, man. We always talked about just finishing strong, and I feel like we did that.
Josh?
Yeah, X. Obviously, that's your fourth pick in as many games. Just how good are you feeling on the field, and that urge to make that explosive play that changes the game?
Oh man, I feel great, man. Just coming off last year, a big injury, so I'm just getting back to the things I've been doing and just playing the ball.
Adam?
X, you lead the NFL with 4 interceptions. How important is it for you to lead the league in interceptions when the season's over?
To tell you the truth, I wasn't even paying attention to it. I'm just happy we got a win. That's really it.
Joe?
X, on that particular interception, it looked like you knew exactly what the receiver was going to do. Can you kind of explain how you positioned yourself to be in position to make the interception on that play?
A lot of teams been giving me a lot of overs, especially when we cover one. So they've been running away from me, and they've been hard on me, and I've been giving up a lot of overs also. So just knowing what they're going to do to me and just undercutting, just trusting it, and the ball right there.
I will take one more, Cam.
X, you gonna write a book before this done about why you keep getting to the ball? How you do it?
The ball find me, man.
Christian, you guys are 500 for the first time, since you've been here, since Flo's been here. Second place in the AFC East heading into the bye. What does these accomplishments kind of mean for you guys going forward, and what can you guys do in the second half to kind of improve?
Yeah, well, we're not satisfied with that. We're always hungry. We're always going to keep working and doing our thing, bringing it every day to try to work to improve. But, it's a good way to at least go into the bye week, getting two consecutive wins. Sprinting to the bye week, that's always very important. Just a little bit momentum moving forward. Hopefully we keep going throughout the rest of the season.
Josh?
Hey, Christian, we knew you were a man of many talents, but seeing you jump over Brandon there, just how much fun were you having out there? And then obviously the shutout, just how good
I got hops, baby. I got hops. Sometimes I just get a little excited out there. I have a lot of fun when I play on the field, playing with my buddies, my teammates, my brethren. So it's always a good time. And that was kind of just spur of the moment. And it just happened. So, it is, yeah.
Travis?
Hey, Christian, kind of a two-pronged question for you here. First, the sack, and it looked like you got a pick stunt there from Sam Egwavon. Just wanted to get your take on that play in particular, but also the rush scheme and how you guys have been able to put so much pressure on quarterbacks the last 2 weeks.
Well, yeah, we've been doing a lot of different things. We've just been sending a little multiple in our stuff, and just guys work hard. Guys really want the quarterback, so we're working hard to get after them. And on that play, Sam just did a good job setting me up. He did a counter move inside and just hit the center, and I was able to come free. So I had to make sure I find Sam because I wouldn't have made that play without him. That's the great thing about football. It's the ultimate team sport, and I know for a fact I wouldn't have made that play without Sam.
How?
Christian, I saw right at the final whistle, you went up to Tua, you kind of gave him a bear hug, lifted him off the ground. Tell me about that moment.
Oh, no, I was just excited for Tua. His first, NFL, competition, first few snaps and everything. And he's a guy who I built a little bit of a relationship with, and he works hard every day. So it's good to see him get out there, make a few plays, and do his thing a little bit. It was just a glimpse of what's gonna be to come, hopefully. So I was definitely just happy to see that for him.
I will take one more, Cunio.
Hey, Christian, 2 questions. First of all, I see the tie, so I got to ask, do you have the Nike Air Monarchs, the dad shoes, to go with it? And how big or how excited were you guys when Ogbah got that sack that was worth 28 yards to kind of, secure the shutout there?
Well, no, not the dad shoes to go with it. I might keep that, ready for next time. And, we were excited we made the play. We were mad it was Ogbah because no one really liked him like that. He's, we just got to deal with him on the team. No, that was definitely a big play. We were real hyped about that. Ogbah has been working his butt off all year, making plays for us on defense. So it's good to see, when he can make plays like that. And, we were all dead tired, too, at that point, too. So it was nice to get a little bit of a rest on that one. So.
Hey, Emmanuel, take us back to that big sack, I think 28 yards on Flacco. Were you, what was that pursuit like to bring him down?
I know the couple of plays before, I know I missed him on one. I just knew he wasn't going to get away from me this time. And I know Eric Rowe pulled him up, and he came back around, and I just saw him clear as day, so I just took my shot.
Travis?
Hey, Emmanuel, that's 3 consecutive games with a full sack for you now. What would you say is kind of helping you kind of bring your game together and really get the production on Sundays?
It's just good film study, good coaching. Just, let me go out there and do my thing. And they trust me. I trust them. They put me in the right position to make plays.
Beasley?
Yeah, you guys have really turned it on defensively over the last few weeks. What has been the difference from the first 2 weeks when you struggled a bit?
The first couple of games, the first game, we have to get used to working together, so I think it took us a little time, but I think we're on the right path now. We just got to keep going or keep building.
Josh?
Emmanuel, you just talked about the right path. You lead the team right now in sacks with 5. Is this kind of what you envisioned, when you came to this team in the offseason? This is what you guys are capable of?
Yeah, my goal every game is just to make plays that my team win games. That's why they brought me here, and that's what I'm here to do.
Miles, obviously, he had a career game today, 126 all-purpose yards. I want to ask you, did Miami's flirtation or pursuit of Le'Veon Bell contribute to anything that went into this week of preparation for you?
No.
Cam?
Hey, Miles, this team has been looking for a back for a long time to do what you did today, be able to kind of carry the load and get, over 100 yards. What gives you confidence that you can be that guy, the 3-down back for this team going forward?
Just the guys up front. Obviously Fitz. Those guys just kind of instill confidence in me, just how they practice, how they go about it every day, how much we talk and communicate on a day-to-day basis. It kind of like just coming in is just more comfortable, you know what I'm saying, when you're playing with guys that you know what they're going to be doing and knowing where they're going to be. So that's how I feel about it.
Travis?
Hey, Myles, kind of want to continue on that same train of thought with the offensive line. A couple weeks ago, you lose Austin Jackson. Robert Hunt steps right in. What can you say about the way the offensive line has just kind of continued chugging along with, changing out a body like that?
Those guys work hard every day. Very talented group of guys, and usually when you see like group of guys that are very talented, sometimes they're not coachable, but those guys are coachable and they're not afraid to speak up. Like when I'm in the wrong or say I hit the wrong hole, they're gonna tell me, "Hey, Mars, like what the hell you looking at?" or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So those guys work hard every single day, and it motivates me to work hard for them. So.
Josh?
Myles, the stadium obviously got pretty loud there at the end and also on the sideline. What was that moment like to, see Tua get in there for a little bit?
It was great. It was a great long time coming. Just excited for that guy. He's a real good dude.
All right, we'll take 2 more, Safid.
Miles, continuously in the last couple of weeks, you've been proving yourself week in and week out. What does it say for you, and how do you kind of feel about the performances you've been able to turn in here the last couple of weeks?
I'm very thankful that the coaches putting trust in me, but I think I can do a lot better personally for myself and for this team. I just need to keep growing, and I think I've been on that path, just kind of learning from my mistakes each week and just trying to get better each and every day, not trying to be complacent at all, and give everything I can to this team and this organization.
Last one, Joe.
Hey, Myles, congratulations on another good game. Do you think that you have an opportunity between now and the end of the season to prove that you can be a lead back for this team?
Yeah.
Hey, Adam, congratulations on a good game. I'm wondering what role Ryan Fitzpatrick has played in what is happening since you've joined the team for you.
Fitz is just such a good leader for our locker room, and being able to play with somebody that's been doing it for so long at a high level, it's awesome. It's fun too, because you see how much fun he's having. It rubs off on everybody.
Joe?
So you had the long, I believe it was a 43-yard catch in the scene. Tell me if you knew the ball was probably going to come to you, sort of what's the behind-the-scenes stuff on that play?
No, they snapped it, and I don't know if the defense was ready for them to snap it. And I saw the middle just wide open and just kind of threw up my hand, and Fitz saw me and we made a play, and of course I got hawked, so that's great.
Travis.
Hey, Adam, 2 touchdowns in 2 games for you now. We got Durham Smythe at the end zone for his first career touchdown today. Mike obviously catches plenty of touchdowns. Is there a bit of a competition between you guys and the receivers as far as who can get in the end zone the most?
I wouldn't say that. I think we're all just so happy that, we're putting points on the board, however they come. And we left some out there today, so there's still room for improvement big time.
Adam.
3-3 at the bye. Adam, where is this the direction of this team right now? Is the arrow up on the Miami Dolphins?
I think, we're playing with more confidence week by week, and I think it's, going to carry over. It's a good time for a bye week with that schedule change, and, come back after even stronger and healthier, and see what we can do towards the, kind of the back half of the season.
We'll take one more, Barry.
Adam, you've always been able to catch the ball, so this is nothing new. I know it's just been a matter of health, but I wondered, Mike Gesicki's mentioned Coach Gottslie's helped him a lot. Has there been any area where Coach Gottslie has helped develop your game that you focused on working with him that you believe has improved?
I wouldn't even say to George as well as, the other tight end coaches that we've had, they're on us every day to, whether it's run blocking, pass pro, or route running. It's been a total improvement. I think it's been really positive from all 3 of those guys. It's been great.